Imagine a beautiful country nested in the heart of Europe. Mountains, rivers, and lush forest. Picture perfect paradise. This is Bosnia and Herzegovina, a land of diverse people Muslims, Orthodox Christians, and Catholics who had lived together for centuries. The seed of conflict were sown long ago. After the World War II, Yugoslavia, a federation of six republics, was born. Nationalism, the fierce belief in one's own nation above all else, began to fester. Politicians, eager for power, exploited these deep-seated ethnic divisions. After the breakup of Yugoslavia, Bosnia and Herzegovina declared independence in 1992. Bosnia became a part of Yugoslavia, led by a strong leader named Josip Broz Tito. Tito has always tried to keep the peace between different groups. In 1980, when Tito died, things started to fall apart. Without his strong leadership, the country began to weaken, and people started to see themselves as separate groups. Some leaders, like Slobodan Milosevic, tries to turn people against each other. This sparked tension among its three main ethnic groups, Bosniaks, Croats, and Serbs. The war began when Bosnian Serbs opposed this independence, aiming to create a greater Serbia. Serbian forces, backed by the Yugoslav army, launched a brutal campaign of ethnic cleansing. Bombs fell from the sky and people were trapped in their homes. Families were forced to leave their homes and run away, leaving everything behind. In the world of power politics, concern about human rights or international law often take a backseat. The primary focus is on national interest, on survival and security. Serbian leaders, driven by this concern, pursue their goals, even if it means using their force and disregarding the concern of other nations. The international community, divided and hesitant, watched this event unfold. The absence of strong, overreaching authority allowed the conflict to escalate, highlighting the harsh realities of international politics. The international community's response was criticized for its delay. Despite UN peacekeepers being deployed, their mandate was limited. In 1995, NATO launched air strike against Bosnian Serbs forces, finally turning the tide. Countries started to work together to try and stop the fighting. After a lot of hard work and tough talks, a peace agreement was reached. This agreement, called the Dayton Agreement, was signed in 1995. It wasn't perfect, but it brought an end to the war. After the war, Bosnia went to court to hold Serbia responsible for the terrible things that happened, especially the killing of many Bosniak men and boys in Srebrenica. The court said that this was a genocide, which means the killing of whole group of people. While Serbia wasn't found directly responsible for everything, the court said they should have stopped the killing and punished the people who did them. Even though the fighting stopped, the war left deep wound. Many people were hurt and it would take a long time for the country to heal. War left deep scar. Over 1 lakh people killed, 2 million displaced, and a country divided. The International Criminal Tribunal brought some perpetrators to justice, but reconciliation remains a challenge. The Bosnian War teaches us the importance of unity, the urgency of intervention, and the enduring quest for peace. The scar of war may remain, but the spirit of humanity endures. Remember Bosnia.